All right, everyone. Welcome to tonight's brief update on the South End Capital project. We got a lot of questions that came in, and I wanted to really give as much data and information about it before the launch of all our other projects so they don't get convoluted and you're clear about what it is we're doing. I put together a brief PowerPoint presentation. The majority, everything I'm going to show you is factual. The majority of it came from the Q&A section. Once you sign up in your back office, there's a Q&A section. And also my conversation with the vice president of vice president of Stearns Bank, who also oversees the South End Capital project. All right. So I wanted to let Google read it, but I couldn't get it to do. I just wrapped this up, so let's go through this. Pick it apart. Let's go through it. So, is SEC South End Capital a lender or a broker? All right. SEC is a division of Stearns Bank. All right. It is a bank under the SEC, and they operate as a regular bank, and that's why I say this is not the typical projects that we do. It's not an MLM. It's not an affiliate. We are dealing directly with a bank and the lender. Um, uh, so the way we operate is as an independent agent, a partner is what they call it, of this project. But and you cannot say you are a bank employee or a bank affiliated with the bank in that way. We're just partners under a partner agreement to offer financial tools to businesses. Okay. And if you have questions, by all means, ask them as we go through so it doesn't get lost by the time we get to the end of this. All right. Okay, this is, sorry about that. My recording is in the way. Everybody can still see this?
Yes.
And everybody, okay, great. All right, so I asked the question, um, uh, are there major documentation required to do business with SEC to get funded? All right. I was told that Bill told me that the documentation depends on the type of loan that you want to get. For the fast start loan or the quick start loan, it's very minimal what's needed. As a matter of fact, it took one of my clients like 5 minutes to apply. And if we have time, I'll show you an update on that. So it all depends on the documentation. If you're applying for a $15 million funding, you had better expect there to be some documentation required. They like to do SBA loans, and so you fall under the SBA requirement for documentation. Remember, SBA loans you can get from minimum 25,000, I think, to 5 million. All right. This PowerPoint is going to be available in the private group once we get done today. I'll still put it up there. So it's only going to be available to the people that have signed up for the program. do this really quick. Okay. So the question I asked, how do I sign up a referral partner? This is straight out of the Q&A, FAQs, and your back office. If you're a lender, a mortgage or loan broker, an ISO, a CPA, media company, finance or real estate professional or entrepreneur looking for leverage, our real estate and business loan programs to increase your revenue. This is probably, or what he said, one of their favorites. They love funding, construction, investment properties, um, land, because those are physical products, but they'll fund just about anything for legitimate businesses. Okay. So, what is the advantage of, um, going to SEC/Stearns Bank? And that's because you're dealing directly with the lender. You're dealing directly with the bank. If it cannot be, if the project or the loan cannot be uh, issued through SEC Stearns, then they have thousands, he said, of affiliate lenders. It all depends on the amount, the need, the qualification, um, you know, how long they've been in business that determines how much you can borrow. All right. But the advantage is you're dealing directly with the bank. All right. Does Southern Capital charge upfront fees? No. There are no fees. Any fees that come out after the loan has been approved. And as you uh, sign your documents, that's when all of the fees you'll know up front, but that's when all the fees will be deducted from the loan. Does SEC charge loan points? And we're going to get into that a little further. This is going to be a quick presentation, but later on I'm going to talk about the types of loans and points on the loans and things of uh, that nature. So because SEC is the bank, there are fees, but they're usually lower than normal lenders. All right, we are essentially the middleman between the business and the bank. The bank charges lower fees than normal lenders, most normal lenders. So how long does it take to close a loan? It depends on the loan, of course. It depends on how much you're going to take out a loan, but they told me they've closed loans in as quick as 82 minutes. Normally, it could take 24 hours. Um, and like I said, determined by the type of loan and how much, it can take up to 45 to 90 days to pay out. There are no loans offered outside of the United States and its territories. So someone asked a question. So someone in Europe who was trying to get funded for a project there, they're not going to fund that. What collateral do you need? That depends on the loan again. And I know these are Q&As that are really geared towards the business, not so much geared towards the partner. But it's in your FAQ, and it's something you probably want to be aware of if you get questioned. Now, The great thing about this program is you send a link, they fill out the questions. Very simple. Well, the loans that I've helped someone fill out was very simple. But you don't have to be in the banking industry and know the answers. You can go to the FAQ, or better still, tell them to ask the bank once they submit the application. All right. There are some types of loans that do require collateral, but for the most part, no. And we talked about this earlier. Um, get this out of the way. There you go. We cannot refer to ourselves as any representatives of the bank. We are partners. We have partner agreement to do business referrals for loans, and we can refer other agents. But we are not employees, and we're not representatives of the bank, and that has to be clear. This was a question that came up last night, and I've had a few of them today. They don't deal in personal loans, and they don't deal in mortgages. All right. So if you want to refinance your home, they don't do that. But if you want to get into the investment property side, if you want to have a multi-family unit that you don't live in, or commercial real estate, or things of that nature, that's the kind of stuff that they love. They will, they, if you qualify, that was what they will fund. All right. So this is, uh, I got this straight from the vice president today. It's in the partner agreement. So once you sign up and you go into your back office and you go into the resources, it spells out exactly what you earn. All right. Um, and I think the next one, the next page, we've got a, before the end, I'll go to the actual page in the back office and show you what you earn. What this is saying is if they can't fund it in house, all right, if they cannot fund a loan or financing or what have you in house, and they go to one of their affiliate partners outside the internal program, um, this is what the fees that are paid. All right. And that's why it says marketplace only, because they go outside of their own lending to find a source to close the deal for you. And you earn 5%, you as the referring partner. So you have the business, you brought them to Southern Capital, and it gets funded outside of their banking system. You'll earn 5% on whatever's collected on that loan. All right. If if the business gets a what's it called? A line of credit, or a line of credit, or what's it called? There's a loan where you use what you need and replenish it, or what have you. I can't remember the term. Some of you banking
I think
folks
it's a
might.
HELOC.
Maybe a HELOC. Yeah, you'll earn 3% every time they pull from that loan. Whereas this is they get the loan, you earn 5% or whatever the bank collects. This is 3% every time they pull from the loan or the line of credit. All right. All of this is a exhibit A in the compensation sheet. in your partner agreement. I think that's what the next page will say, but we're going to skip and then go back. Yeah. We'll jump out of here once we're done and go pull up compensation plan. So I asked Bill what are the worst case scenarios. They said if they can't get you funded, you can't get funded. This is what he really this is what they typically look for, but not necessarily required. All right. 3 to 6 months in business. 3 to 6 months in business. If you have 15 to 20 in revenue coming in, then you are golden. But that's not 100% required. But this is where they will push loans out and or get denied. If you have a bunch of defaults, a bunch of late payments, a bunch of if you're a credit risk, if you're a risk, that's going to determine the terms and the rate of the loan if you get the loan. Okay. And that's it. That's what I wanted to cover. I'm going to jump out and jump into the partner agreement, but I want to see if there's any questions, comments, or anything like that. Everybody's quiet tonight.
Question.
Yes.
Well, one, as I know you listed with like 3 ways, I guess, as far as signing up or qualify to say become a partner.
Well, that's especially you wouldn't have a problem if you're a real estate investor. That's one of the quickest ways. So they will look as you being a business owner per se.
If you are a real estate investor?
Yeah.
Yes.
So my other question was that I saw when you're saying about, I guess if you got the loan and business making, I guess, I don't know, you say between 50 to 20K, is that profit per year?
No, that's just transactions. That's just volume. If you fall into that category, you'll have no problem. This is what he told me. You'll have no problems getting finance.
Well, I guess you get qualified a different way. Well, they'll find a way to manage that. Okay.
Yeah, just depending on the type of loan you're looking for, would depend on what it is you need, and they will determine what's the best approach.
Okay. Yeah, I got some ideas.
Okay, good. Did everybody just see what I did? Was everybody paying attention? Okay. Well, I logged in and I went to menu. This is how you view in your resources section, your agreement. Like when you sign up, if you get this far, you have a partner agreement in place. You have one in place. Okay? And this is the actual agreement. Okay. So this is the actual agreement in your back office. If you scroll down to the section that says Exhibit A compensation, it tells you exactly what you'll earn. And we went over this earlier, but for this recording, internally, that means it's funded in-house by Stearns Bank. The SBA loan, you'll earn 1% of the loan, 1% of the loan. There is no um, uh, what's the term? There is no second tier referral payout. So, like, remember I told you this is really not a team building project. It is not a team building. You can refer other people, but you only get paid one level. All right. And I learned today that one level you get paid on determining the type of loan and who does the loan. So, for instance, if Stearns Bank does the loan, only the person that referred the business is going to get paid the 1%. Subsequent funding to your referral partners, no overrides. This is all internal. If you get equipment loan internally within Stearns Bank, the referrer earns 1% of the loan. There is no override. Everybody with me so far? The only overrides is if they cannot fund it in-house, then they take it to the marketplace, and that's where you'll earn overrides. So this is not a big referral program so much as it is getting the business engaged and applying for the loan so you can earn. Yes, Linda.
So
Brenda.
my question is, in here, that means I could, in a sense,
refer myself.
Can you say that again? Because you're going in and out.
Is it like saying I could refer myself? You know, saying I don't have a referral, but I wanted to utilize the program.
Great question. And
especially when you say the join, I keep hearing different segment of joining and referring.
Right.
Like I'm selling, well, not necessarily guiding someone to a product in a sense.
Correct. So here's my take on that, Brenda. If you're not gonna refer businesses, then don't join as a partner. If you plan on utilizing these programs, just get apply for the loan without becoming a partner. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Because you're already a real estate investor and stuff, and I've still got to read through this.
Yeah.
But
we can talk offline more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I read somewhere where they don't want you to be a partner and the business taking out the loan. So if your intention is to do more of your real estate investment, I would just stay on the business side, and I'll help you work through that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so you'll find this in your back office along with the rest of the resources. I've already downloaded them. Somebody asked me about the marketing stuff, the flyers and everything like that. There's the instructions on how to edit the flyer so you can put your information in. It's right here. Follow the instructions, download the templates, put your information in, put it out, whether digitally or physically. It's up to you. The guideline program tells you about all of their loans and the guidelines to follow when either applying for the loan or being a partner and sharing the information about the loan. My intention with this program, I really want to keep as much things simple and automated as possible. We got so many things going on. I don't want folks, and it's totally up to you. You decide how you want to manage it. But I was looking for a hands-free automated way that the team could, one, uh, earn money, two, help businesses, three, if you're the business, for you to get funded for your project, because we got some stuff to do this year. We got to ramp this thing up, not just this program, but all the programs we're doing. We want folks with fat pockets, so well funded. So when we start these other physical projects we talked about last night, owning our own apartment buildings, our own storage units, our own laundromats, you need to be well funded to that. We can do it as a group of folks that qualify, or you can do it as an individual. But this is just one piece of the puzzle to help you get over the fence to be in that category. It's going to be a different year this year. Okay? And I've said way too much because I'm recording this as it is. But um, I, the loan I have in right now has already moved along, and they told us they're going to finance it. They can finance it outside externally. And the great thing about this is I get email updates of everything going on with both loans and partners, not with partners, just with loans. And the businesses get it updated as things are moving along. If they need more, they'll email and so on. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Thank you. I just wanted to thank you. That's all.
You're welcome. I'm looking to see some great things from you, Essence.
I'm looking to see some great things from me too.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm really excited about this program. This actually, when I look at funding, I see FUN.
yes,
That's all I see is fun.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any
Hey,
other questions, comments?
yeah,
Alias?
Andre. Yeah,
Hey,
you,
bro.
I wanted to know if the VP gave you any sweet spot. I mean, I know he gave you a sweet spot in terms of the 15, 20 to 20K revenue monthly. But did he give you any type of ideal business? Pizzeria, barbershop, salon, daycare, like did he give you that?
No, he didn't. He didn't say that. Um, I'm trying to find the front page. Okay, so this, for those of you who missed that last night call, this everyone gets one of these. This is my personal logo, my business. This is Southern Capital, so you could even put in your own logo. So you can brand this to you, right? So um, there's four types of funding that they do. All right, the fast capital, which is supposed to be the easiest thing to get, between 1,000 and 500,000. That's supposed to be the easiest one, from my understanding. All right. The credit line is the most appealing one because you only get charged based on what you use, and you can go back and use whatever you need. They give you terms up to 36 months, and it has one of the lowest interest rates. So the credit line. The business loan is for the big boys. This
Hmm.
is here. Now they look at your credit score, but they don't use that as a determinant factor to get the loans until you go to this level. All right, when you want a legitimate business loan, 25,000 to 15 million, they want you in the range. Not 100% required, he told me, but it helps. All right, and then the equipment financing between 5,000 and 5 million.
Yeah, I got you. Thank you.
Okay. But he did not say, you know, what type of businesses. These are bankers. They're not networkers. They don't play the game like we do. They just want to lend money because that's how they make money. I mean, you put your money in the bank, they lend it out. Okay. But everyone gets these pages. Um, it's free to sign up, free to maintain it. There's no fees to anything. Um, and this is what the main page in your back office will look like. All right. Um, I
Hey,
can
Andre,
tell. Yes.
Excuse me. So, do you already have your back office open, or how do you get from your
This is what
home
you.
page to your back office? If
I
you were clicking.
Yeah. Do you see my back office right now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So once you log in, this is the main page that will come up.
I understand that, but I'm saying you had your home page on originally where you were showing, where you scrolled down to show us the products.
Right. So I just went to one of my other open tabs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have open tab for your back office. So, just in case one of my people asked me, how do you your home page here? Click
Right.
where you need to go to get into your back office so they can see it.
Right. Yeah. So once you log in, like I'm logged in already,
Right.
and if I go to sign in, it's just going to automatically take me to my back office because I'm already
Okay.
signed.
So you when you sign in, it takes you to your this page here,
No,
right?
no, no. This is before you sign in. This is your page. So if you go to southendcapital.com,
Uh-huh.
this page will come up, but it won't have your logo on it.
Got it, got it. So
Right?
that's the
You
southendcapital.com. So
right.
that gives
South
you
End
this
Capital.
page.
Yeah, southendcapital.com is the company page.
Right.
And then once you sign up, if you get someone's link and you sign up, this will be your link. All right?
Right. But for
This is
them to be
this
able
is
to
like
go in and get the marketing materials, so they just need to go into southendcapital.com.
right. So if you go to southendcapital.com and then you click here where it says partners and go sign in,
Okay.
I'm going to click on it right now, right?
Right.
And bring me straight to my back office.
Okay. So that's where they need to go. Partners in the drop down box to sign in.
And then over here where you go to resources to pull up all the documents and all the marketing
Right.
material and
Gotcha.
everything like that.
Okay. All right.
All
Thanks.
right? Excellent. You're welcome. Anyone else? Partners, if it's an external loan, you will earn on that loan. If it's an internal, there is no referral bonuses. And if your person signs up someone else, there's nothing there. I even tried to push today to see if we can get a second level, and they said we just launched this in 2024. We just got to see how this works before we consider doing any expansion at this point. All right.